Today, we're gonna be playing some F-Zero GX, which, if you read the description, is one of the most notoriously hard and unforgiving racing games, at least as far as I'm aware of. It is a childhood friend, our childhood game of mine. I've played since what, I was a teenager, basically, maybe even younger than that. But either way, this game has been ingrained into my soul. GX. And I don't mean that as an understatement. I legitimately mean that this game has been grinded into me since I tried to 100% it as Kid Me. Kid Me failed a lot. Kid Me got frustrated a lot. Eventually I did manage to do it, but that was after years of trying to get good at this game. Cause, whew. Without further ado, I don't think I really need to explain why this game is hard. It'll be better to show it, and what better way to show it than this game's equivalent from Mario Kart of what's going to be Rainbow Road later on. So, I'll let the game do the speaking for me, while I do what you're not supposed to do, and look at chat and drive at the same time. You can also see I have the input delay at the bottom right there next to the speed to see how much of a madman I can be when it comes to driving in this game. Because I've looked at previous recordings that I've done on the channel when I played F-Zero. I kind of tweak a lot on the analog stick, which is kind of funny. It's like, man, I never really knew how much I maneuver my left hand that much, and or my right, when it comes to boost. Hey, boost or die. Especially when the hard difficulties, if you're not boosting every single chance you get, what are you doing? But I'm also more frustrated that they haven't came out with more F-Zero games since... And no, before anyone says something about F-Zero 99, I do not count that as an F-Zero game. They made a Mario 35 thing, or adjacent to it for F-Zero, and I didn't really like the classic GBA or Game Boy Advance versions of this game. I never tried F-Zero X and normal F-Zero, unless F-Zero was the one that came out for the game. I can't really remember the specifics on that. Either way. Was never a fan of either of those, only because of how the engine worked in this Magnus games, respectively. Because as far as I'm aware, the engines for the previous games were much different compared to GX's, because GX's uses a Super Monkey Ball engine as a base, I believe. I think it was one of the ones that came with the GameCube at the time before F-Zero GX came out. So everything here, those same silly monkeys that you saw, whenever you move around, that advertised was like, what's that brand of bananas? Like, sort of Chiquita bananas? Apologies for that pronunciation. But it's also like blue sticker banana up. First death of the game! I was talking about bananas, I slipped up. We'll retry those. Maybe I shouldn't talk about bananas on a stage where you can fall from literally anywhere. Although there was a tidbit where, not sure if y'all were paying attention, but I did save myself from a similar fall earlier, but I choked it there at the end. As for when I actually fell, yeah, I wasn't paying attention. But that's on me. I haven't played this game since I last uploaded the game to the channel, so I am a little rusty. Plus, I choose this of all courses to serve as my warm-up. Trust me, I'm not this bad at this game. Despite what the gameplay shows. Also, before Episode GX, I think that's my first actual racing game was like Mario Kart 64. Oh, I think I was like like a toddler at the time, so I didn't really have full comprehension of how to play a game. Then N64 controllers were quite unwieldy for, you know, a little toddler be using with tiny hands, small fingers. Meanwhile, controllers now, like such as the GameCube controller, which bless Nintendo for making competent fucking controllers at the time that actually are somewhat durable unless you play Smash, but that's a different topic entirely. And you might be wondering, why the hell do I have a PS5 controller shown on stream when this is supposed to be a Nintendo game? And my only answer for that is, I tried hooking up my old GameCube controller that originally came with my Nintendo GameCube, but I'm not sure if the USB port in that is damaged or something. It didn't work no matter how much I tried to troubleshoot it. Put it in different USB ports, the classic low in it. And no, not in that manner. But nothing. Plugged in my PS5 controller thinking this is a stupid idea, but if it works, it works. And lo and behold, stupid works. Ain't stupid if it works. So here we are using a PlayStation controller for a Nintendo game. Okay. I ain't complaining since I can actually remap the buttons to be similar to a GameCube controller. So I would do the more risky stuff to show off. But I ain't trying to look like a fool. In my first race, I already made myself look a fool in like the previous race. So, how about we not do that again? At least not until I'm more warmed up. And then I'll show the fancy stuff that I normally do with this. But honestly, if I was racing in the higher levels of difficulty in this, I'd be cooked. I wouldn't have this big lead, but the only reason I'm doing lower difficulties first is 1, warm up, 2, I said I was going to do every difficulty on every machine and every cup. So I have to do the boring 50cc equivalent, the 100cc equivalent, and then we can get to the fun ones. What button was it to show? Man, this game actually shows you your max speeds and whatnot, which is actually nice. Oh. So who the hell died? Green Panther and Mighty Hurricane. They fell off early in the race, though. Next course. As per tradition, I'll be cycling colors of the machine throughout the cup, just to keep things different. Also, this is one of the courses where I tried to be cool the most when I was like a little kid. Just solely for the fact of a tech that I didn't fully grasp at the time that I was doing. I was kind of unintentionally doing until a couple of years later I learned what it was. And boy, when I looked up all like the advanced tech in this game, because this was during the age before we had like big forum threads or YouTube videos explaining, oh, the most meta way to do X, Y, Z, and whatnot, or if you're not doing this, you're a fool kind of type stuff. just kind of figure out stuff on your own. And so come to when I was probably like 16, 17, actually no, I think it was 18 probably. I've learned that there's a lot of advanced tech in this game that I was very unaware of, but one of it I was actually doing without knowing. The first one being lateral shifting, which, to explain properly, I can demonstrate it. Hold on. I'll see if I can demonstrate it on stream. Oh, a little too early. Early again. Early again. That was lateral shifting just there. Lateral shifting, now that I've actually successfully done it once, is when you fall off the course and then shift back onto the course in the same instance to gain speed from when you're initially falling. Because you get a burst of speed when you're falling initially, but you shift back onto a lateral plane to maintain that speed without actually falling. I just did it there again. Very dangerous. And you can't continuously do this, but that requires something I do not know how to do, which is the more advanced version of lateral shifting, which is doing it the whole time. That requires for me to keep doing that constantly, which are frame perfect inputs like that. I failed there because I was too far, and two, I wasn't paying attention again, trying to explain it. But that tends to happen a lot if you're not practiced with it. In the higher difficulties of the Grand Prix, I won't have those retries, which the retries are indicated at the bottom left corner where the stars are at. Those are how many retries I have. Higher difficulties mean less. And if I want to get them back, well, I kill 5 people. Either 5 or 10 people. I can't remember if it was 5 or 10, though. It's been ages since I did the max difficulty of these Grand Prix. Though maybe I won't try to be showing off to the stream, be clipped. Oh, top 10 YouTuber fails on F0GX. The joke's on me. It's all me because I'm the only one probably streaming this at the moment. And I don't know if that's actually true or not. I'm just making stuff up now. Made millions of people probably playing Battle, which I was playing not too long ago with my friends a while ago. Though I say that, but I'm the one hosting their server while streaming. Which thankfully hasn't deteriorated the quality of the stream. Or so I hope. I never really checked afterward. I only checked maybe the first few times I was testing, but I know this emulator has had some problems in the past when I recorded for the channel. I think it's only in particular courses the more I actually think about it. So if the volume's too loud in the game, do let me know. Because me recording and going back in the footage to make sure nothing's too loud, I'm not sure if the stream fully emulates that or not. So even when I checked on stream myself via the playback, it sounds fine to me, but I'm not sure how the people see it operate. The temptation to show off. But just keep it clean, just keep it clean. The time to show off will be for story mode, hard mode. Are they still going? I got disqualified. Sonic Phantom. Crazy. So I don't know if I'm actually live or not because YouTube Studio is telling me I'm not. Just strange. OBS was on my stuff. I'm not scuffed then. We'll see. I was caught alt tabbed there, trying to make sure a stream was actually up. Oh, someone's already dead. 2 people dead. Off to a strong start, my first big mistake there. Also, fair warning to anyone with motion sickness, I don't fully know how motion sickness is triggered. I know some people have it, but their conditions of which it is triggered is kind of different from each other. Some are like via FOVs or like shaky cameras and whatnot. Not sure if this game's jitteriness counts as something that would trigger it, so fair warning. Nah, take that jump down. That jump is evil. I'm slowly getting back into form. Woohoo! I almost flipped gravity over there. Fell off. This game trying to make me eat my words. Within a matter of seconds. And I almost did it again. I have looked into playing Wipeout, which people said F-Zero, like, I want to say predecessor, more like a attempted replacement of it, but I played it, I think it was it Wipeout Fallout? It started with an F or something. Or was it an R? By the way, it was one of those titles of Wipeout. Game looked good, but playing it? I don't know, maybe I need to see more time with the physics and whoa. Everyone getting off course. All disqualified. All max speed for these courses. At least for this machine in particular. As for that little option slot you see before actually start a race, max speed and acceleration actually does tune the machine so that focus more on faster acceleration and or max speed. What it doesn't tell you is the fact that it actually adjusts how well you turn and or the matter of which turns make you use speed or not. Because sometimes you can just tap the analog left and right, it feels stiff. But if you do an acceleration, meanwhile, you'll end up like just flying off to the left and the right more easily, respectively. That also means your turning sucks if you're on max speed, but max speed's what it says on the 10, whereas acceleration is not necessarily just acceleration. As for the ratings you see on the machines, the letters are bullshit. Just like power levels in Dragon Ball Z, we don't care about power levels. It's how you use it. Know the machine, know yourself. say this is a very fun course to play, solely because of how much speed you can get during those 3 jumps. Not so fun when you have, 30 or odd people almost trying to threaten to hit you at low HP. Not fun at all. And the difficulty I am playing is standard, which is equivalent to 100cc Mario Kart for those who are more familiar with Mario Kart rather than F-Zero. So don't expect them to pose that much of a challenge to me just yet. So maybe after a few more rounds of the cup, or maybe after I go to Expert and do the first 3 cups, depending on how long it takes me and how my hand feels, we'll attempt something that'll actually maybe have an aneurysm. Cough, cough, very hard mode story, cough, cough. Because man, those were a headache to do. Ugh. I feel blood vessel popping in my head. Not actually though, but metaphorically. Because the more I dwell on it, just thinking about it, some of those very hard story modes had no right being as hard as they were. I think something required borderline? I want to say borderline, frame perfect, like, turning for some of them. Now, that doesn't make sense in the grand scheme of things, but in the context of the actual story mission, it makes sense. Well, I'll let the mission explain for itself whenever I do get to it on stream. Although that'll probably have to be, depending on how I feel at the time, that might be a stream until I clear it kind of thing, depending on how my hand's feeling. Because some of those missions I'm confident I can pass within 20 tries, maybe. 50 if I'm really not feeling it that day. But we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. And this is F-Zero's equivalent to Rainbow Road. Phantom Road. And it is just as dangerous. And it is not because of its walls that makes it less dangerous compared to Rainbow Road. Is because of the walls and how narrow they are, plus the nature of higher difficulty in this game that make it dangerous. So yeah, you're boosting or you're losing. And the first lap you don't get boosts. That's why the energy bar at the top right is red for. But once the second lap comes in, all bets off. Boost, baby. Speaking of boost, let's see if I can do that little funny thing I always do here. I'm not quite on that speed. I can normally launch myself off of that big drop there and get a lot of speed, or kill myself there. There is no in between because of the sheer speed you get when launching yourself. Something's coming by at a high rate of speed, huh? Good thing that was the last lap, because I would have made a fraud there. And it just means I gotta drive better. I almost hit the speed limit for going faster there. They're right behind me, aren't they? Not a good look. That was standard difficulty too. AI is much better at me than in stage. I think when I played this through as a kid, I could never get the full first place finish in all courses, mainly because of this course. 3 people disqualified. Perfect score, baby! Now let this little victory lap play. While I get some water. Oh wow, it came back right on time. Ah yes, the Nintendo GameCube era. Before graphics really turned up their crap, as they called it. We still had blocky textures and whatnot. Not the fancy old hyper-realistic, I can see your pore kind of graphics. And before anyone asks, no, Falcon never used the gun in F-Zero GX, unfortunately.
F-Zero TV.
The Super Smash Bros. Memes are still true memes for a reason.
From the special F-Zero GP venue, we're broadcasting an interview with the Grand Prix champion. Okay then, I'd like to ask you something. Listen to that crowd. Do you have anything to say to them? Yeah! Thanks for your words of enthusiasm, champion. This has been a
That's what you have to say to the crowd?
episode of
Loud ass.
TV.
Yeah!
Everyone, we'll see you at the next Grand Prix.
Captain Falcon, ladies and gentlemen. Our hero.
F-Zero TV.
Thanks for playing.
The big tyrant. And with harder difficulties for the rest of these cups, because I already cleared, as you can see, the first two on the channel itself. Same machines before, because I just have to go through it on every machine. AK, I now actually pay attention. So, if I'm talking less, I do apologize, but I kinda have to lock in for some of these difficulties and/or courses. Otherwise, I am not gonna get through these with full first places. Especially if the AI is still as notorious as I remember it. Then the whole, don't text and drive, and don't look at your phone and drive. Only look at your phone if you're at a full stop. And not at a light. And I say that as someone who, despite being in Florida, sees a lot of people on their phones in their cars. Full on moving. And it ain't just the Tesla drivers. Maybe like 75% of people I see on the road on their phones in some form of way. Although I'm not sure what's worse, the people looking at their phone that's mounted like on their AC vent, or full on holding the phone to their faces and whatnot. I think at one point when I was in the passenger seat, I think it was my dad or sister at the time, we were going to the mall. One person full on was playing either a TikTok live or some form of live stream. They were watching someone while driving. Face was just glued to that screen. Sorry for the sudden silence action to make sure I didn't get beat there. Because that second lap had me sweating if they were boosting like they did before. Yeah, now I'm actually getting contested for placements. So the viewers see me being challenged instead of just getting these wins easy dub. Remember, this course had some technical difficulties. I hope that doesn't happen now. If it does get overbearing to the point where the audio sounds crunchy and whatnot, I might have to take the overlay off just so y'all don't hear it. So here's hoping I don't have that problem here. Because I'm not sure if it's the problem with the game or my computer not liking this particular course. I tried checking the settings when I recorded this at the time of my channel. It just kept giving me problems. I think it was this part here. We'll find on the second lap. Yep, there it is. That's what I was afraid of. What the? Happened to the last stretch of the course. Thankfully it didn't happen too long. Yeah, I don't know how to fix that. Oh god. What? I've tried even running this game at a lower setting, that still happens, so it might be just the game itself. Already I got a bad emulation of it. I would play this on my actual Wii and/or GameCube, but I don't have an actual capture card for it. Then I think my Wii got damaged from my cousins a couple of years ago, so that might not be a viable option. That's why this is my next best option. So I'm surprised the AI didn't contest me that much in this course. The easier version of the course done prior. And yeah, now the AI's starting to get aggressive now, huh? That's cool, my dog. That's cool. Let me see ya. Keep that first place warm for me, alright? Because it won't be yours for long. Did you just brake check me, asshole? All that boost and he's still behind me. And he's right behind me. Gonna have to race a bit more defensively then, huh? I say that, but how far is it? Damn. I took those turns pretty badly. Well, I guess I'll have to come back to this one again. Maybe I should go acceleration there next time. I just didn't expect both of them to boost that far ahead of me. They both had better max speeds than the Blue Falcon anyways, so... I was kinda up shit's creek. Guess it's time to test out some dirty racing then. Observe. In the middle of the pack. Not the place you want to be. Someone slammed me into the wall. I just got knocked off the course. Try to go for the kill there. One more boost for safe measure. Now that Wreck and Stone Black Bull ain't behind me. There we go, that's the boost I'm looking for. Yeah, I just gotta play more aggressively in these cups if I don't want them to be overtaking me. Two of them I took out. The rest were not my fault. Back to the old blue. Once again, the first version of the course prior. Not sure how many of you know, but there was an F-Zero, I think it was called GP Legend Show a while back. This was like in like the Fox box ages, I believe it was called back then. Although, I don't think the show pertains to the game itself. Mostly going by how the show went compared to this game. Then again, we're not even sure if the other games even have a actual story besides just, hey, standard racing game stuff, go. A la Mario Kart style. Okay, whoever hit me there, low-key kind of helped me. I'll just say I totally planned that, just to look cool. Yes, landmines, aka second boosts if you're desperate. Did I really get that boost? In 4K. You won't catch me, copper. Or maybe you will if I play like that. I'm getting my groove in. Dangerous game I'm playing here. Funny how that race went as easy as a standard difficulty, but the first two courses went so poorly. Yeah, they're still running the laps in the course. God damn. How did you three ended up? The Red Gazelle was the one that took first place for me in that Sand Cup. I call massive shenanigans on that. My two attacks that I totally didn't commit to. I don't know what you're talking about. That should have been a perfect 500 points, but I was robbed because of my own poor decision making. We'll get him next time, folks. I'm not sure if the interview questions changed now that we're on a higher difficulty. No, it's based off of what cup you're doing.
F-Zero TV.
But we'll get our answer pretty soon.
Now I'd like to get up close and personal with the champion. Champion, I'd like to interview you. The winner of the expert class. Congratulations.
Now you all know the genius of the Falcon.
Thanks for your words of enthusiasm,
not the
champion.
Falcon
This has been a
coin
Speed Crazy
nipples
Dream
on him.
Extravaganza episode of F-Zero TV. That's it, everyone.
Something that
We'll
never
see
made
you
it
at the
Smash.
next Grand Prix.
Also, why is his boot shinier than his helmet? I just noticed that.
Thanks for playing.
Probably do one more expert cup and then try to start doing the story mode on very hard, because I think on the channel I cleared normal and I think was it easy, normal, and then very hard. So all I had left to do is very hard, which is the last difficulty. I skipped the intro. Shame on me. Also, the name Big Blue might be familiar for those who played Smash, where this is an actual stage. But as you can see, it isn't this game's Big Blue that it takes the stage information from, but I believe it is F-Zero X. But the Big Blue is actually more akin to that. So I'm not sure if GX was even made before Smash Bros. Melee or not. That's what I heard. Yeah, alright, play more aggressively. Missed. I did hit you. Third place. I played this up poorly. Too focused on the kill. By mere milliseconds. That's everything in racing games. Also, I had no energy going to those corners. And I whiffed those other boosts. If I'm having this difficulty on expert difficulty, Master's just gonna destroy me. Doesn't help that the two machines that beat me have much better top speed than I do. If anything, the Blue Falcon's more balanced but a mid-weight. Probably the easiest machine for beginners to use. That shows up first because, you know, first machine of the game. Just stop smacking me in the back. I'm gonna ride my ass, at least pull my hair. Should probably take out Black Bull over here. That machine has speed for days. Maybe I'll try doing more acceleration for better cornering, or a mix of both. Yeah, he's hot on my heels. Didn't quite get the amount of energy I was looking for there. Guess I'll have to be playing reactionary. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Right behind me. Oh, he's boosting. He's boosting. I'm surprised he didn't full send. If he full send, I was done for. Wait, does someone get disqualified? I was about to say. Also, that entire course was Captain Falcon's home, allegedly. I say allegedly because they said it was Port Town. But this man came from here? Because technically, in the F-Zero anime, there's technically one instance of Captain Falcon, and then that instance, something happened to him, and then we have a new Captain Falcon. Well, this Captain Falcon, in the last story cutscene, he don't look like anything like either of those two respective Falcons. So technically there have been 3 Captain Falcons in total across F-Zero games and actual anime. Ow, what the hell? Rude. I almost got you, asshole, I know it. Gotcha. That's one bastard does. I missed the boost again. I'm on fraud watch. Ooh, I was so close to killing you. Probably had to do something cheeky here. It's more so Sonic Phantom I'm worried about over there, which is that man over there. I didn't expect to take the full recoil of taking him down. Yeah, this is a hard L if I've ever seen one. Ah! Poor showing, I mean. But then again, I got extremely unlucky. The debris of the racer I had knocked out hit me and made me lose all speed. Just purely unfortunate. Because I just lost full speed there. Like, all speed was gone. I would have stood a chance if I didn't get smashed like that. Oh well. I just tube courses. I gave the most easy course to do. I say easy mainly because ain't much advanced tech you can do in these courses. The only thing that's differentiates someone being faster here is do they know what the boosts are at? And if you ask me, I don't. I think some machines can't actually go through that little loop I went through. Because they're too tall, so they just clothesline themselves on there. Yeah, boosted there knowing I wouldn't hit those 2 boosts. What about it? Missed it again. Someday I'll hit all these boosts in one spot. That day is probably not today. Get the most out of the boost. Especially with these AI that seem to have much better top speeds than me. At least as of now. I missed one again. Now, I know I knocked someone out initially, but what the other person managed to get knocked out? That was not me. Wonder what something. Yeah, he was ahead before. It's another fan favorite course of mine. I think I have the hiccups, but thank God my hiccups are quiet. Yep, there. That water break was supposed to be a good thing. Yep, missed the shortcut. Bad angle. With me hitting that shortcut perfectly, they're still right behind me. Momentum was not my friend there. This is not looking good. They're gonna pass me. What? Huh? That's not even a physical wall. That's just off course to fall onto the next level down below. Nothing touched me. I'm gonna need a clip of that. Because I don't think anyone touched me or made contact with me. And normally making contact with the course like that just makes you bop up or you just go through it if you're not above a certain level above the course. Man, I was robbed there. They know I'm fishing for it. I think I have like 2 more tries. Yeah, 2 more tries. Yeah, I was hard stuck there. My angle screwed me over. I couldn't salvage that. Man, that's what shaking off the rust is for. So I make less of those mistakes by the time I get to master mode. I missed that boost just like before. You two seem to be the problem. Just take out the problem at the source. Someone hit me from behind. Someone else fell. That I had no hand in, I like to say. That was almost real bad. Only after 3 tries did I actually manage to clear it. And after knocking out the competition that anyone could test me. Yeah, I think all 3 of those were me, or 2 of them. Someone fell off on their own, that was not my fault. I did awful. I did say I haven't played this game in a good bit, so maybe when I get around to other machines, or if the stream requests it, I'll redo the other 2 cups and get full first place clears on. The most of those were me just honestly making poor decisions. More so in those turns. Maybe I should spec into acceleration so I can take the corners better without losing speed. Because clearly, it straightaways, I'm outmatched majority of the time. My first place is a fraud. Unlike my career in across multiple Mario Karts where I was undefeated. I think even now, out of all the friend groups I've ever raised, and or like my sibling, which is my sister, I think even my cousins too, I pretty much remain undefeated. Ain't no one can beat me in Mario Kart. Double Dash, Wii, and 8. Nobody got me. I alone remain undefeated. Well, speaking of Mario Kart, anyone was around with the time for when Mario Kart Wii was like online? I actually used to like race on there a lot, just for like some semblance of like a challenge. When my sister didn't want to race because I always beat her. But this was around the time period where like a lot of people were doing all sorts of like hacking and whatnot, or like really cheesy
Winning this race next time.
course glitches. So I think there's a famous one on the Mushroom Gorge, I think.
This has been a
I would check my Wii, but my Wii is damaged from my cousin, so I can't even look at the replays. Hell, even I think Nintendo took down the online network for Wii, or was it the DS? I can't remember.
Thanks for playing.
Either way, there was some real cheesy stuff people could do, along with infinite blue shells, absurd speed, or course breaking stuff. Oh yeah, I did say we'd do story stuff. So, very hard. Yeah, very hard. Just double check here. Yeah, very hard. Very hard. Looks like all of them are just very hard. Just making sure. past self me actually did these. Oh boy. Let's get the more, or the less funny ones out of the way. It's like this one's by far the easiest one to do.
Come to die. I needn't have wasted time looking for you then. Let's settle this at the Grand Prix. Not like this. It's the coward's way. The coward's way? You make it sound so noble. I just plan to eliminate anyone who stands between me and the prize. Simple as that. Falcon, take this! Ah! What are you doing? Come out, Blood Falcon. Are you ready? Yeah, I'm ready.
That bomb actually has a serial number, is funny.
Farewell, Captain Falcon. You and Blue Falcon can die together.
Would have been a real good time to pull out the gun there, Captain Falcon. Magic can only do so much when you got Bullet to save the day. Now, for a speed bomb, you might think, why am I going the slower speed setting for a bomb? Well, you'll see why. I'm pretty sure the gauge on the left side will properly explain what the objective is here. So man, for guys like driving a traffic hour or lunch rush in this course at this difficulty. Oof. Fucking LA traffic over here. Well, I expect in the middle of the night when it's raining on the road. Driver in sight. Also, some of these levels are ingrained into me, so I just already know what to do. It's just a matter of, can I execute properly and not choke it? This here is just more so me against myself, and as you can see, the AI vehicles here that are blocking my damn path. Bomb squad coming through. Unless they want to blow up with me. Which is very cash money of them. Great. Oof. A fun fact for those who probably haven't played the course before, if you're playing this blind and you use your boost way earlier in the level, you wouldn't have enough to complete the level because that dirt slows you down. First try, first clear, let's go. Easy. Silver Rat. That level's all about how slow you can clear it. Because the only way you can beat it faster is just by clean lines. your boosts are hard locked to those dirt zones, because those dirt zones reduce your speed by a lot if you touch them. Now, which one would I say is the next least entertaining one to do? This one's infuriating, and this one's a mixture of both. And we'll do this one. Depending on how long this one takes, might be the last one for this string. Also, for those who are getting who wanted to do it in chronological order, I am doing it in order of entertainment value. Gotta save the more rage-inducing ones, or I'm probably gonna curse my mind out for later. If you want chronological order, or go on the actual channel for the actual videos that I've uploaded, those are in order. Stream, not so much.
You're the famous Falcon. Please, I beg of you, enter the bet race. What? Wait. Please, consider it an old man's.
So I just noticed the nipple buttons on Falcon here are silver instead of gold, unlike the character model at the end of the victory races. Inconsistencies. Don't question why I was looking there though. Totally normal. Famicom, I wonder what that's a reference to. Do I want to go acceleration or max speed here? Fuck it, I'm gonna do some snaking in here. If snaking doesn't work out, I'll just go pure speed for this. What I just did is called snaking, which is rapidly throttling throws left and right, but you have to do it specifically based on the machine. All machines can do it to some extent, but some do it better than others. As you can see, at the first lap I kinda just shot forward.
Here, this is your share. Take it. Once again, Black Shadow is running riot in
Oh
the
man,
light
that
area.
burgers my hands.
Citizens are advised to evacuate
More so my right hand to do.
All citizens are advised to evacuate immediately.
This one might be quick to do as well. I won't do sneaking for this one, because honestly it's not required. And like I make these look easy, but to anyone who plays racing games in any capacity or someone new to it, these missions would destroy the average racer. Maybe racing sim people would kind of have an edge over this, but I doubt it.
You can't back down now. The mighty Falcon can't back down from a challenge now, can you?
Let's do it.
All right then. The first one to that checkpoint over there is the winner. I can't lose in my fire stingray.
Just a good old-fashioned race, right? 1v1 in the Red Canyons or Grand Canyons. Cough, cough. Simple, right? Nice and simple. Except it's not that simple. A thing about this mission, the AI in this mission has an infinite boost. You physically cannot outspeed him or outboost him. Which makes you wonder, how the hell do you beat them then? Observe if I don't fail and look like a complete dumbass. I hate my words, although I did say if I don't look like a complete dumbass. So I did call it. I brought it into fruition. All these rocks and not a single fallen rock sign. I'm a whose case I have to get on. Transportation services or something? I need to take this to an office. No falling rock sign. That's a suitcase right there. Just waiting to happen. Damn. I hit one rock, and that one rock was all it took to make me fail. Played perfectly otherwise. That's what, 3 tries in total? It was attempt 3. The first time I fell off. And the other try was just them. Trying to stay in the zone, so apologies for my silence. To duck and weave through these boulders. Incorporating boulder tactics on your boy here. How could they? That's how we do it. 3 tries, baby, 3 tries.
Dalton, I'm gonna get you in the Grand Prix!
Check out what's in the shop. So you unlock several things throughout the session. Now the alternative name for F-Zero was F-Zero AX, which is the arcade version, which I never had the chance to actually see those machines in actual real life. I don't think they lasted that long, because F-Zero wasn't exactly as popular as, say, Need for Speed or Mario Kart, unfortunately. Hence why you don't have another F-Zero game since eons ago for how long this game was released, as much as I want one. But that's neither here nor there. I'm fine replaying this one over and over again. So I don't think I want online mode for this game. But before my hand starts yelling at me a bit more, this will be the end of this stream. Next time, I might stream on Monday or Tuesday, depending on how my hand feels. Because F-Zero does tend to hurt my hand a lot more in comparison to other games. As for Magic, I might switch it up every week to do Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic, but I don't want Magic to end up feeling like Yu-Gi-Oh! Where I end up going against the same decks, and me not using a meta deck and or a hard counter to whatever the meta Magic is to just make the game less fun for me. So maybe I might make Magic a bi-weekly thing, maybe I might do Yu-Gi-Oh! Instead on Mondays instead. We'll see. As for Tuesdays and or Thursdays, depending on if I can get the mods on Terraria to actually work properly, we'll continue with that on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but again, whether I actually stream those days or not, or take a break on those days entirely depends on how my hand feels. So, I'll keep y'all posted about that the day before, but for the time being, we'll see you next time.